I do not know how much you can hear me. The winds are too strong here, like 23 kilometers per hour today. These pedals were extremely comfortable, especially during uphill riding. For the first 1 kilometer, I did not even feel like I was riding a new pedal. I only started feeling it as a new pedal whenever I was riding the uphill against the 23 kilometer per hour headwinds today. So that's when it felt different. My foot was like hanging around 3/4 on the pedal, and rest were hanging outside, but it never felt uncomfortable. These pedals are extremely good. Okay, due to the 23 kilometer per hour strong headwinds. Look, my bicycle is moving forward because of the headwinds. It's too strong. So because of the strong headwinds, I felt the initial tightness of the pedals that they told the thermal expansion has to happen and the self lubrication has to happen, break in at some point, probably in the next few rides. But these are extremely comfortable pedals. They grip into my outsole of my shoes pretty well, and they are really good, really good pedals. Okay, whenever I'm servicing, I will try to remove all the parts of the pedal and show you, unlike I showed you on the paper yesterday. Okay, these are very good pedals. That would be my review and conclusion. Gotta get back home. I hope these 23 kilometer per hour winds turn into a tailwind. Okay, signing off. Bye. I forgot to tell you guys, for this review of these pedals, I have come to Mukumbu Dam. It is at 12 or 12.2 or 3 kilometers from my home. Okay, so now I am getting back home. That's my bicycle and that's the way. Okay, gotta go home and make some lunch after this. Peace. This is K signing off. So if you guys have been looking for me in the video of the pedals, this is how I was looking. I had a haircut yesterday, and I'm carrying the bicycle pump with me, and I've got the tools and puncture kits inside the bag. So I think in the future I'll be carrying this bicycle pump with me all the time, the Strauss bicycle pump, the review which you saw earlier. So yeah, this is K signing off. I gotta get back home. Peace. I've reached Butterfly Park in 1 hour 19 minutes. It took 1 hour 30 minutes the previous time, and I reached Mukumbu in 58 minutes with the headwinds. Done 18 kilometers. It's 11:11 now. The time I'm riding in the morning. 837 in order. 31.7 kilometers is the max speed. This is the max speed I have ever achieved with this pedal or with this bicycle ever. Last time it was in Kallanai. My average speed is 14.2 and 1 hour 19 again. Bye. This is K signing off. Bye.
Hi, I have reached my home, cutting ladies' fingers for lunch, and I thought like I will share my final thoughts while cutting my lady's finger here. Okay, so certainly I need to buy some bicycle shorts or bicycle wear or clothing for sure, because that's when I can push myself doing more kilometers. Okay, as in like 50 or more than that, because like regular clothing like this becomes extremely sweaty when you're riding, and your shorts, your briefs and everything becomes extremely sweaty, and it makes your riding not a pleasant experience when you're crossing over 30 or 36 kilometers. I've done 36 actually. So definitely you would need some bicycle wear for that. And bicycle wear for my plus size is definitely expensive. I don't want to say the price of the bicycle wear, but I could say this, like it is definitely more than my bicycle. So I have to consider that and start saving for it. And here are my final thoughts about the Yellowfin ProMend pedals, mountain bike pedals. Okay, so these were, as I told during my journey, for my onward journey, it was completely, stiff for the rotation, and it was not freeing itself much. I also had some headwinds from 23 km per hour to 29 km per hour. But on my return journey, it kind of freed itself, and there was some sort of thermal expansion or self-lubrication happening, and I was able to achieve the maximum speed of 31.7 km per hour on my return journey. It was not a downhill. I made sure it was not a downhill, and it was all flat grounds and a proper track, as in like a good track, flat ground track. Okay, so that's when I was able to achieve that. And these pedals are extremely comfortable. The studs and the pin, they stick to my shoes, and though my shoes sit only for 3/4 of the pedals and the rest is outside the pedal, it was not slipping away. It stayed put on the place wherever I am keeping, as in like I might place my foot on the pedals, like on the front part of the toe or middle foot or the back foot, it stayed put on the pedal all the time. And I was able to achieve a maximum power transmission from circular or the vertical push that I give through circular motion. It was completely converted. I would say 98% of the energy of my pedaling was converted into forward motion. So I was comfortably propelling forward on uphill, especially uphill. Actually, I felt the humongous difference from the ball bearing pedals. And on regular rides, like I usually follow, as I said before in my videos, as in like I do 40-20 or 30-10 or 20 and 10, these are the differences, as in like I pedal for 40 times and rest for 20 counts, and or pedal for 30 times and rest for 20 counts, or pedal for 20 times and rest for 10 counts, as much as half of the time I pedal, With the time of pedaling with this mountain bike pedals, I was able to achieve speed of 23 km per hour, between 20 to 23 km per hour on flat grounds, and with the heavy headwinds, I was able to achieve between 8 km per hour to 16 km per hour, and this kind of gives you more time to rest. Like when you gain some speed and momentum through your bicycle, it's going to propel you forward and give you time to rest. Because I am riding it on a single speed, I'm not riding it by fixie gear, okay, fixed gear, okay. So definitely this mountain bike pedals are too good, and I think it'll give me a long life. And I came home, I rested myself for the sweat to settle, finished off the electrolytes that I had. I consumed only 1 liter and 250 ml of water this time. I brought back 750 ml of water with me, just like that, without using it. So entire bottle is in my fridge, and I consumed 3 electrolytes, as in like 2 electrolyte tablets of Fasten Up on my way return with 500 ml of water. And onward journey, I consumed Univid electrolyte tablets, so it was must. So what I want to conclude with the pedals is like on my return journey, it got freed up, and I think it'll be freeing up itself in the future for my all my rides. And it might get little stiffy on cold days. If you're going to keep your bicycle inside your house like me and having your air condition, all that might stiffen the pedals a little bit, but it'll free up in the over the ride, as in like through 5 or 6 kilometers. So you should be all right. So my final thoughts would be like with ball bearings, I was able to achieve only 16 to 18 kilometer per hour speed when I was doing all the 40-20 or 30-20 or 20-10 kind of. I don't know. I was just doing the counts on my own. There are pretty good good count in professional way. You might have want to follow the GCN Tech YouTube channel for that. But yeah, with ball bearings, what I was able to achieve, like it was almost 2x times with the mountain bike pedals, these flat pedals. So it was extremely comfortable. I would totally recommend for people who would ride like me, as in like who would rest enough, doing intermittent cross training, as in like you rest and then you ride, rest and ride, So I would totally recommend this pedal. These are awesome. So thank you so much. Thank you, Amazon, and thank you, Yellowfin. This is K signing off. Peace. This is the final bonus content, as in like I was able to reach with very strong headwinds of 23 kilometer per hour to 29 kilometer per hour today to Mukumbu, which is almost like 12.2 to 12.3 kilometers in 58 minutes time. Last time when I did this ride with my ball bearing pedals, I was able to achieve that distance with no headwinds and no crosswinds or tailwinds in 53 minutes time. I was, of course, making some videos back then, but today I did it only in 58 minutes on my onward journey. And while return, I was able to achieve maximum speed ever with this bicycle, which I told you, and I reached at the same time as before. So though I was trailing or lagging or 5 minutes, trailing by 5 minutes, but I came on the same time like the last time. So definitely these pedals are efficient. Bye. K signing off.